had that shit on my phone. I had it on my old phone. God, they could be like, nah, they just wrestling with a little bit of slap boxing. I had that bitch on there too. That shit was, bro. I said, this nigga Kurt dumb as fuck, man. They cousin they with Kurt too. That shit was funny. But he said that shit with King. That shit was funny, bro. I said, this nigga tell us that they just wrestling with a little bit of slap boxing. That shit was funny as fuck, bro. Nigga ass out on the video and shit, getting his ass choked out. You just see Bobby squeezing the fuck out this nigga, dog. But then you see his brother hitting his ass. God, I wish I had all the videos on my old phone, man. That shit was funny as fuck. Good ass weekend. Yeah, we went to my grandma's house. Them niggas started fucking talking shit to each other. That nigga Bobby thought shit was sweet. He was talking shit. His brother had walked out. Bro, his brother got his ass so clean. That nigga was talking there, got into it. His brother, when he was talking shit to his brother. Somebody breathing harder. Fuck on the mic, nigga. Goddamn. But that nigga brother, he had started shit. Bro, that nigga Bobby was talking shit. His brother had walked out and closed the door behind him. So Bobby thought the nigga had walked down the hallway and like was walking away. That nigga Bobby opened the door, still talking shit. He talking, yeah, nigga. And another thing, he opened that door. That nigga was right there waiting on him there. That nigga said, boop, 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 boop. He talking, oh shit. He go, boop, 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 boop. That nigga walked that nigga back into that chair. That nigga fell on that chair. I said, oh shit. Bro, that shit was so funny, bro. That nigga said, oh shit. That nigga CJ always used to love saying that goddamn that nigga opened that door. That nigga Bobby thought shit was sweet, bro. I swear. I was like, bro, Bobby, you dumb as fuck. You ain't got your hands up or nothing. You think this nigga walked down the hallway for real, bro? I said, if anything, he probably just went across the cuz room. If anything, that nigga opened that shit. That nigga CJ standing right there. That nigga said, boop, 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 boop. That nigga talking about, oh shit. That nigga started walking that nigga back. That nigga walked that nigga back in that chair, got on his ass. That shit was so funny. He talking about, damn nigga, why you ain't help me? Nigga, that's you talking shit, nigga. Ain't got shit to do with that. Ain't my fault your ass wasn't ready. I knew he was at the door, dumbass nigga. Why you know? That shit was fun. I wish I had that on my phone. I couldn't even record that. That shit happened so fast. I wasn't even thinking about it. I could have got my phone out and everything. I wasn't even thinking about that shit. That nigga said, oh shit. Boop, 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 boop. He started tearing Bobby ass up, boy. I said, talking that shit. Wasn't even ready. Got your ass whooped. That shit was funny, boy. I remember, man, my little cousin and Bobby brother got into it, bro. That nigga had Bobby brother, that nigga CJ had picked that nigga, my other cousin Jalen up. I got two cousins named Jalen. He picked my other cousin named Jalen up and threw that nigga ass into the closet door, bro. Oh my god. I said, well, this what happens when you start getting too comfortable. You trying to act like the older niggas in this bitch. That nigga just fucked your ass up on that goddamn closet door. Grandma talking about what that was? The chair had bumped into the closet door. There ain't nothing break. Y'all get y'all ass from back there. Y'all go outside or something. I said, God damn it, see, look, y'all fucking shit up. It's hot out there. I don't feel like going out there, man. The basketball flat, we can't even go out there and bitch shoot that hole. That nigga threw that nigga ass into the closet door, boy. That nigga said, who you talking to, Jit? I'm talking to you, nigga. I said, oh shit. He should have to set an example, make an example of his ass. He starting to feel himself a little too much. You the youngest nigga in this bitch. I'm like, man, here you go. Alright, 3, 2, 1, up closet. Yep, fucked them up. Ah, shit. Always some shit going on at my grandma's house. We always over that bitch. That shit funny. Like that story, bro. This the one I wish I could have recorded though. That one I told y'all about my damn cousin That same cousin I just said got through in the closet. My other cousin Jada, and the cousin that we used to call Debo until this shit happened. Now he just DeAndre. That nigga got his ass whooped over that video game. But I wish I could have recorded that shit. And they said, all right, nigga, you do that shit one more time, I'll beat your fucking ass. I said, ooh, shit. I ain't gonna lie, y'all boys. I was bad. Cause part of me was in that bitch saying, please do it again. Please do it again. Cause I just want to see what happens. Do it again. Do it. Please do it again. I'm like, don't be scared, bro. Just do it. But the other part of me was like, bro, leave him alone. Out loud, I was saying, bro, leave him alone. But on the inside, I ain't gonna lie, y'all boys. I was like, bro, do it. Please do it. Do it, please. Cause I knew my cousin Jalen can fight, cause that's the one that was around me and shit, and he used to get picked on. So I used to tell his ass, like, bro, don't be going for that shit with their ass. Like, you gotta show him some shit and do all that there. So I knew he was good. The other one, I don't know, nigga. His sister used to take up for his ass and shit like that. And then he used to pick on that nigga when they was younger too. So that other part of me was like, nigga, I want him to do it, cause this gonna be his retribution for when they were jits and shit. His sister used to gang up on him and shit when I wasn't there. I said, nah, hell nah, that's why I wanted him to do it. Man, that nigga did it again. Turned that channel when that nigga was playing that game and he died. Bruh, that nigga put that controller down so nice and gently. I was like, oh man, this nigga couldn't read none of the signs. My other cousin, I said, this nigga don't got no instincts, no nothing. I said, the way that nigga put that controller down all nice and gentle and shit like that, he should have knew he was finna go down. But that nigga put that controller down and stood up. That nigga looking at him, smiling and shit, like, what you finna do? Like, the look on his face, like, what you finna do, nigga? Like, you ain't finna do, man. That nigga got up, caught that bitch back and rocked that nigga. Bro, when I said that nigga hit that nigga so hard, boy, you would thought that nigga was fighting a nigga in the street, bro. That shit was loud as fuck. All you heard was, nah, it wasn't even that, bro. It was louder than that, bro. I can't even make the sound like, nah, hell nah, that wasn't it either. It's like that right there, but it's louder, like 2 times louder, bro. That nigga hit that nigga fell back on that bed so quick, bro. That nigga hit that nigga, that boy leaked over. That nigga said, dang. I said, oh, shit. I'm thinking he was just gonna hit him that one time and just rock him and just leave it at that. Man, hell no. That nigga fell over on that bed as he got his ass hit. That nigga got on top of that nigga head. Bam, 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 bam. I said, oh shit. All you see is the nigga head bouncing up and down off the bed and shit every time he got hit, bro. That shit was god damn. My grandma came back and she told me, what's going on? I said, they back here fighting. Now, these niggas right in front of me, too, bro. We was on the little bed back there. That bitch was like the queen side. But I'm trying to think how old I was, bro. Nigga had to be like I had to be like 15 or 16 or something. Them niggas was like, what I say, 15, 16. Them niggas like 13 and 12 or 14, some shit like that. My grandma came back there. I was like, damn, he beat that nigga ass. She looked. I'm thinking she gonna say, get that nigga up real quick. No, my grandma was like, nah, I'm trying to see if that nigga bout something. Let me see if he can get up by himself. Man, when she realized that nigga wasn't about shit and he couldn't get up by himself, that's when she told me to get him up, boy. Bro, that nigga was a bam, 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 bam. That nigga head just bouncing off the bed every time he got hit, bro. He was rocking the fuck out that nigga, dog. I know he probably was like, damn, cuz you ain't gonna get that nigga off, but hell no. Get your ass up. Like, you started that shit, nigga. Bruh. My grandma said, alright, he can't do shit. Get him up, get him up, get him up. I got that nigga. I said, come on, chill. That's it. He don't want no more. He don't want no more. Come on. I got that nigga ass and pushed that nigga in his room. I pushed him out that room. I said, alright, come on. That's it. We don't need no more. He don't want no more. He done. Nigga, we went up that bitch, dog. We let him stay back. The other one stay back there. We went up the front, bro. And then it's so funny, bro. Bobby came like 5 minutes after that, bro. I said, damn, nigga. I said, you just missed that shit. He talking about what? I said, bro, Jalen just whooped DeAndre ass, boy. Well, no, I think I said Debo still. I said, he beat Debo ass. I said, we ain't calling him that shit no more, bro. He just DeAndre, bro. I said, Jalen just beat that boy ass back that bitch. And me and my grandma was up there. She laughing. I told her, my grandma ain't give a fuck, bro. My grandma gonna talk shit, all that shit. So she started laughing. He told me, you lying. And grandma told me, oh, he whooped his ass back there for real. And then my cousin Jada, he up there laughing and shit. He talking about, damn, bro. And my grandma talking about, hey, I'm gonna tell your daddy, cause that's what, after my uncle had got out of jail. So he ain't had no house and shit, cause he was in there for a little bit. So my grandma, he used to stay with my grandma for a little bit till he got his shit back. He moved out of jail. So he was like, my grandma was like, hey, I'm gonna tell your daddy when you get home from work. That shit was so funny, bro. As soon as my fucking uncle walked in the door, bro, my grandma talking about, such and such. He told me, yeah, mama. Uh, your son got his ass whooped back there in that room back there earlier. I was like, damn. He talking about what? Talking about, yeah, he got into it with his cousin. He got his ass whooped back there. Oh, it was like that bit laugh. He talking about, oh my god, he got on my cousin talking about, I told you, you gotta learn how to defend yourself. Because I don't care if it's your cousin or somebody in the street, you need to know how to defend your goddamn self. I keep telling you that. Man, me and Bob, man, that bitch dying laughing. Oh, like, bruh, I should have recorded. I wish I could have recorded that bitch and I could somehow get that video, bruh. So I can show y'all, boy, what the fuck I'm talking about, bruh. He hit that nigga so hard that first hit. Nigga scared my ass. I thought he broke that boy shit. I ain't gonna lie, he hit that nigga hard as fuck. Thought he broke that boy shit. I said, yeah, this nigga gonna have to go to the hospital. And then, like I said, I thought he was gonna stop after that first hit. He just continued to whoop that nigga ass. All you heard was bam, bam, bam. I'm talking about this nigga head just bouncing off the bed and hit. I'm like, God damn, I'm like, nigga, you ain't gonna get up. I said, damn, this nigga soft as fuck. I said, cuz, you can't even get up. He not even holding you down. This nigga just hitting your ass. I said, I can see if he was holding your ass down and shit, he was beating your ass. I said, this nigga just hitting you, bro. He just standing over your ass, hitting your ass. You ain't even finna move. I said, this nigga scared. My grandma said, get him up, get him up. Help him out, get him up, help him up, get him off of him, get him off of him. I said, damn. I said, well, I know what the pecking order looking like. I just had to get a confirmation. I said, this nigga at the top of the jits. I said, y'all can't fuck with this nigga. I ought to make me a monster. I said, this nigga just snapped. Well, my grandma was up that bitch crying last. She told me, Christian, you see him get his ass whooped. I said, oh my god. I said, grandma, I ain't even trying to laugh for real. Like, that nigga got his ass whooped though. We up that bitch dying laughing. My grandma was a troll, bro. My grandma was a troll. She didn't give a fuck. She'll talk shit. She'll fight. That shit was funny though. She thought he got his ass whooped back there. Talking all that shit, got his ass whooped. That shit was crazy. And I just thought about something too. My grandma caught that nigga back there fucking with himself too. The nigga that got his ass whooped. She caught that nigga back there playing with himself in the room and shit. She killed his ass after that shit. She ain't never let that nigga let that nigga die. She talking about, well, she talking about if you shake his hand, she talking about make sure you see that nigga wash his hand before you shake his hand. That nigga like to play with himself. I'm like, damn. I said, you back there playing with yourself? I said, grandma caught you playing with yourself? He talking about, no. Hey, what he doing that? You calling me a lie, boy? No, man. So he was back there touching himself, a little nasty ass. I said, damn. I said, nigga back there playing with himself. I ain't glad, nigga. So you can't fight in you back there playing with yourself, man. That shit crazy. Good time, man. Good time. Yeah, I wish I had that on my fucking phone, bro. Or I wish I could like take the memory out my head and project it so y'all can see that shit. That'd be fine if you could do that. Like I could just, cause I can still remember that shit to this day like it was yesterday. So I wish I could just take that bitch out and show y'all like that. That shit'd be fine. And y'all niggas would be crying, laughing, bro. Cause he had did it. He had kept turning. You know how back in the day when we used to play the game, you had to put it on like it wasn't like how it is now where it say source and shit. It was like AV1 and all that shit there to play the game. He kept changing the input on my cousin while he was playing the game. He was playing the game like you would die because he was doing jumps and shit. And you know, if you miss certain jumps and shit on certain, like if you in the sky and shit on the game, you die. So he did that shit to his ass twice, and he died and shit. So he was like, bro, if you do that shit again, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. So the nigga had came up on another jump, and he went to jump, and he did it again. But this time the nigga had jumped. He just jumped straight up. He didn't jump out. He jumped straight up, and then he paused it. And that's when that nigga put that controller down and went to beating that nigga ass, bro. That shit was so funny, bro. And they said, alright. He said, do that shit. Because the first time he did it, we all laughed because the shit was funny. So he laughed the first time, too. He was like, alright, bro, that was fun. Cool. Then he had did it again. He was like, alright, bro. That shit ain't funny no more. Like, you do that shit again, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. Nah. And when that nigga did it again, bro, that nigga hit that nigga so hard, bro. Oh my god. That's two of my people I seen hit a nigga ass hard as fuck like that on the first hit. The other one was Marvin, crazy ass. Boy, I seen Marvin rock the fuck out one of our homeboys. That shit was crazy, boy. It's that nigga fault, though. That nigga slapped Marvin in the face. I said, oh shit, these niggas finna fight, bro. I said, I know them niggas not finna let that shit slide. Marvin hit that nigga in the show hard, bro. That nigga shit loud. I thought he broke his shit too. And then that nigga lips did like the little horse shit. That nigga lips went like that after he hit him. That nigga whole face was shaking, bro. That nigga Marvin hit that nigga so hard, Rich. Oh my god, I thought he broke that boy shit for real. I said, god damn. That nigga whole head shook, nigga. Like, I was like, god damn. I said, I never let a nigga get me like that, cuz. You gotta weed that one. So you saw that power that nigga put on that pit. He tried to kill your head. But he hit that nigga hard as fuck, bro. I don't know how that nigga even stayed up after that bit. You niggas started fighting Marvin, beating his ass. Man, he had slipped and fell on the little shit we was on the carport with the little oil spot, and then we had just got out the pool. And you know, Marvin ass was clumsy anyway. I pushed that nigga ass in the house. Like that's it. I said, you ain't finna jump on him and start hitting him and try to say you won now after he just beat the shit out of you. Nah, get your ass in the house. And that nigga wanted to act like he was gonna walk in there talking about, nah, I'll go in there. Come on. I said, go in there then. Go in there. I said, everybody in there. I said, the only one that ain't in there is my damn sister. Walk your dumb ass in there and see what the fuck happened. You know, walk in there, bitch. You see, my auntie had came out. And she like, what the fuck going on out here? I said, man, they were fighting. I said, I ain't even finna talk. So I'm gonna let them see if they get a chance. I'm gonna let them talk, because you the one that was in it. So go ahead and that energy you just had when you say you walk in, go ahead and use that to tell her how y'all was out here fighting and shit. You was acting like you was finna go in there. And you got quiet. I said, well, they was out here fighting, and Marvin beating his ass without saying ass. I was like, Marvin was beating him up. He slipped and fell. I broke it up when Marvin fell, and I pushed him in the house to stop it. That's why he came in the house like that. And then he had like he wanted to go in there, and I said, "Oh, bitch, go in there then." I said, "You bad." I ain't even stopped him. So I said, "You real bad if you do that." And he ain't never go in there. And then Martin was like, "Y'all take y'all ass from out here with that bullshit and all that there. Y'all want to fight? Take y'all ass on. Y'all ain't got to come back over here no more." I was like, damn. And they had left. She made him leave, and then we had went in. I was like, ooh. I said, Auntie. I said, Mama hit that boy so damn hard that first hit. I don't even know why he kept fighting that head. She talking about, for real? I said, she talking about how I started. I said, he slapped Marvin in the face. I don't know what the hell made him do that dumbass shit. Like, he was gonna let that shit slide. I said, that crazy ass nigga, he'll fight you for far less than that. I said, that nigga slapped him. I said, yeah, it was on the popping then. Man, Marvin beat that boy. It's so funny though. But that's one of Marvin. It's crazy because that was one of Marvin's like close friends and shit. Them boys still close now. That's my dog too. Like we all cool still. But it's just like that day, I was like, yeah, he was retarded that day. Marvin hit that nigga so hard, bro. That nigga had me scared, bro. I said, damn, he finna send this nigga ass to the fucking hospital. He done broke this nigga shit. Damn. I said, oh no, this nigga still fighting. No, ain't nothing wrong with his ass, I guess. Damn. I said, that nigga ate that bit without eating it. I said, he didn't really eat it, but I'm saying he ate it because he didn't go down. He kept fighting, but he definitely felt that bit. That nigga whole head shook. That nigga face was like that. That nigga lips get a little shit. That nigga spit came out that boy's mouth. I said, God damn. I said, Marlon, I don't even know why the fuck they do that dumb ass shit right there. He talking about, man, I don't know, man. He talking about, you saw how I got? I said, yeah, I saw, baby, you got his ass right. I said, shit, you had slit the fin. That's why I said, oh, hell, nah, break it up. It's over with now. I said, nah, we ain't finna have that shit. He started laughing. He told me, I appreciate it. He told me, you know I'm clumsy. I said, hell yeah, nigga. I said, I had to push your big ass in the goddamn house. I was like, shit. I was like, I hope you ain't hurt yourself when I pushed you in there. But I said, that's the only way I can get your ass in there. He started laughing. He told me, nah, you good. He told me, you good. I said, bro. I ain't want to have to do you like that, but I said, that's the only way I was going to get your ass. And I said, you know how you get when you get mad. I said, get your ass in there. Oh, shit. That was fun. I was on recording that, too. That nigga hit that nigga hard as fuck. That nigga popped there and there. God damn. That nigga cousin had deal. That nigga said, no, I ain't finna listen to the parents. I said, yeah, get your ass on, B. His brother was still there. R.I.P. that boy. That shit was crazy. I said, God damn, that nigga hit that nigga hard as fuck. We still be talking about that shit now. I was like, bro, I said, you hit that boy hard as fuck, dog. I said, I'm glad y'all still cool, though, because you good people, though. I said, boy, you hit that boy hard as fuck, dog. I told Marlon ass, though, but Rich, I said, nigga, I wouldn't be cool with your ass if I was these niggas. I'd put a hit on your ass.
Definitely.
He talking about damn. I said, bro, cause you ain't beating these niggas one time. I said, y'all fighting several times and you keep beating their ass. I'm like, at that point, I need your ass gone. You should keep walking around there and you can fuck me up now. I said, your ass need to be gone. We be laughing about that shit. I said, you talking about shit, I don't be starting it though. I said, I don't give a fuck about you starting or not, cuz. You got to go.
Actually, I'm trying to get
oh shit, man. I remember I had almost fought one of his friends. That nigga did some dumb shit with friend Marco Polo. I slapped him. That nigga was slapping me and shit because I was finna get his ass. And shit, I'm like, bro, what the fuck wrong with you, bro? We playing Marco Polo, like, nigga, you just deal with it. That nigga had hit me on the top of my head a couple times. Acting like he wasn't trying to get touched and shit, screaming and shit. We gotta hit that fuck nigga back, dog. That nigga like, man, what the fuck wrong with you? I said, nigga, what the fuck wrong with you, nigga? We playing Marco Polo, you just get your dumb ass tagged and that's it. Fuck you swinging and shit for? So nigga, you hit me in my goddamn face. Nigga, hit your ass back, nigga. I slapped that nigga hard, too. Marvin was talking about, bro, you can't be fighting him, bro. You too what's the name? You too big, man. I said, bro, I